Okay, morning guys. We are gonna do equations with variables on both sides. So I'm gonna go over some examples with you, and then I'm gonna post some work for you to do, okay? All right, so if I have an equation, remember that the goal of all equations is to get the variable by itself, okay? So I'm just gonna do a bunch of examples with you. All right, so if I have 8D equals 7D plus 13. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 7D because I'm subtracting the number with the lower coefficient. And I'm subtracting 7D, remember, because I want these to cancel out. So I subtract 7D over here. I'm left with D here. And I'm left with 13 here. So D equals 13. Not too bad, right? Pretty easy. Okay. All right. Now, if I have, let's see, if I turn this around and I do 9C minus 6 equals 2C plus 15. Okay, I want the C's to be by themselves on one side of the equal sign. So I'm going to bring the lower coefficient, remember the coefficient is the number in front of the variable, I'm going to get it over here. In order to get rid of a positive 2C, I have to take away 2C. So I take away 2C over here. My 2C's cancel out. Now I'm left with 7C minus 6 equals 15. This is a two-step equation. You should know how to solve this. Add 6, 7C equals 21. So C equals 3. Okay? Again, it's not too hard. You're just getting all your variables on one side of the equal sign. Okay? All right. Let's try another one. Let's say we have 16 minus 6x equals 20 minus 2x. Okay. I want to get to my variables alone. Okay? So I've got to get my variables to one side, my numbers to the other side, okay? So I need variables together, numbers together. All right, I'm going to get rid of my lower coefficient. This case, -6 is my lower coefficient. Remember, the sign in front determines the sign of the number. So I'm going to add 6x to both sides. Now, could you have added 2x and brought it over here? Yes. You can do that, okay? Doesn't matter, but by adding the 6x here and adding it over here, I'm gonna be working with positives now. So I get 16, because these cancel out, equals 20. -2 plus 6 is positive 4x. Subtract 20. It's a two-step equation. Variable by itself, 4x. 16 minus 20 is -4. We divide both sides by 4. So we know that x equals -1. Okay? So again, I'm just getting my variables on one side and my numbers on the other. I'm going to move them around by doing your inverse operations. Okay? You're isolating both things. All right, let's do a couple with the distributive property. All right, 6 times 3 plus x equals 4x plus 32. Okay? All right, so when I do this problem, I'm going to distribute first. We always distribute no matter what. If we have the distributive property, we want to distribute. If we see this, okay? We're not dividing in this case because we can't divide this by 6. Okay, so we are definitely distributing first. So 18, 6 times x is 6x, equals 4x plus 32. Subtract 4x, because it is the lower coefficient. I get 18 plus 2x equals 32. It's a two-step equation. Subtract 18, 2x equals 32 minus 18 is 14. And x is 7. Okay? Same thing, just getting the variables. We're just working it step by step. We're putting a bunch of things together that we've been doing. We're just putting it all together. All right, let's do a negative. Negative 5 times 2 plus 3y equals, let's add something here. Minus 6. Let's add a minus 6. Let's add an extra step. 5y plus 24. Okay? All right, so now we got this long equation. We have all these extra steps. Again, I have to see the distributive property. I'm going to distribute first. Negative 10. Negative 5 times a positive 3y is a negative 15y. Minus 6 equals 5y plus 24. Okay, there's so many numbers. All right, it's like a multi-step equation. We're going to combine terms. So I'm going to go ahead and combine negative 10 and negative 6. I get negative 16 minus 15y. Could you have added 15y first? Yes, you can. Okay, there's different ways to do it. I'm just going to combine my sides. So I'm combining these because they're on the same side. I'm not doing inverse operations here. These are the same side of the equal sign. So I combine 5y plus 24. Now I'm going to add my 15y. Negative 16 equals 20y plus 24. I'm going to subtract 24. Negative 40 equals 20y. So y equals negative 2. Okay? So you're just working through what you know, okay? Just methodically work through it step by step on what you know, and we'll get through it. Okay, I'm gonna post this, and I'm gonna give you a worksheet that I want you to work on these, paying attention to your sign work. Pay attention to your sign work because that might be where you're gonna mess up, okay? Let me know if y'all have any questions. Bye.